Now, Ms. Schambach from the Public Employees Environmental Responsibility. For environmental responsibility, I'm sorry. You have 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the subcommittee. My name is Karen Schambach. I'm California Field Director for Public Employees for Environmental Responsibility. As Mr. Mcclintock reminded his colleagues in a recent speech, the vision of Gifford Pinchot for the agency he founded was to provide the greatest amount of good for the greatest amount of people in the long run. We also believe that vision is one the Forest Service should pursue. In California, the greatest unmet demand for recreation, according to a Parks and Rec survey, is for play areas for young children.
Again, please.
It is a myth that the public is being denied access to our public lands. I have a map. That I'll show you in a minute that displays some of the roads. In order to serve the greatest number of forest visitors, the Forest Service needs to right-size its road system in order to match its ability with the taxpayer dollars it has to maintain its roads for the type of vehicles most people drive. Street-legal vehicles, not rock crawlers and not dirt bikes. NEPA protects health and safety, natural and cultural resources, and the American taxpayer. On cost recovery, we don't believe the public should bear the cost of providing for permitted events for private organizations. Those who benefit from a special use, such as dirt bike enduros, should pay the cost of putting on the events. Again, using the El Dorado as an example, an enduro put on by California Enduro Riders Association in 2000 in a torrential rainstorm completely destroyed a stream crossing. That trail had to be rerouted, a bridge built, and the old crossing closed and repaired, all at taxpayer expense. Local economies don't benefit from these events. The people that show up for these enduros are completely self-contained.
Once again, please.
As for access, thousands of acres of national forest are closed to the public during these events to serve 300 or so participants. The greatest good for the greatest number of people? Who's denying who access? Today's newspapers reported that military pensions may have to be cut. Are you going to tell my 88-year-old father, who fought in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, and my nephew, who fought and was injured during the Iraq War, that their hard-won benefits are going to be slashed, while you ask them to help subsidize frivolous and damaging dirt bike racing?
Please.
I find offensive the sense of entitlement that CERA and other off-road groups are demanding from the taxpayers. It is inconsistent to argue for leaner government, smaller budgets, and then ask the taxpayer to subsidize these events from which a very few derive any benefit. The fact that the taxpayer has bankrolled their events in the past is no argument for continuing the practice, especially when programs to help our neediest citizens are being slashed. The greatest good for the greatest number of people. Thank you for the opportunity to share my perspective.
Thank you for your time. Once again, please.